I really want to ask you, because maybe it's a topic that I commonly ask a lot of people, but I think this is something I ask off camera, right? How do you deal with borrowing money? Like sometimes your friends ask you for money. I know some people who are like, they're like, I can't help it, but oh my God, they're so calm now. I want to borrow money. Like, okay, I want this to be, give people different perspectives how to deal with this, right? Because some people also don't want to be successful because they don't want people to borrow money from them. This happens so much, right? How do you, if let's say someone borrow money from you, what's your rule or what's your, your approach to this?
Never. I never borrowed money. So for those who I lent some, right? Those are beyond friends really. So when I was at the bottom stage, the friend that brought me out for makan, that was the only one that I like. So at a level where now I buy the people who helped me at my most vulnerable time, luxury watches one. So if they anytime want my watches, I will give one without asking.
Wow.
So it was like for example, there was this my brother of mine. So when I was at JB, so I was trying to sell protein powders and supplements across border.
Nutrilite lah.
Yeah, okay. Just to hit the numbers. So when I was over there, then I got no place to stay there. I stayed at my brother's place with I think it's a 3 by 3, it's a 3 feet by 10 feet kind of room only, very small. Then we packed there, then like, hey, how much stock you left? Since I'm going to buy, I buy from you, I buy all, then you can go home. Because for me, it's like, I didn't sell all, I won't go home.
Wow.
I got no money to go home. No, because so like, okay, I just get from you. This is some $6, you just go.
So your
my
older brother.
Yeah. So from there, like it was like a few hundred, like maybe $200. But then like as a return now, like I furnished his home for him. I gave him a very fancy watch, like to an extent where he's getting a lot of attention because of the watch at his workplace lah.
Wow.
And to me, it's like no question asked. If he asked me for, hey, can you give me one of the property, take it.
See, at that point, 200 was, for some people, 200 is nothing, but for you, it was everything. Because without that, you can't cross back the border, right? Yeah, so that's the significance as well. I think also share a lesson of like kindness, I think, when we meet people who struggle financially. Sometimes we take things for granted.
So for my wife, then, it's like when I have nothing, she was willing to just compromise. Okay, we just backpack, go Bali for honeymoon. We take our own wedding photographer. I snapped my own wedding photographer. For photograph.
You were your own wedding photographer?
Yeah.
How did you do it?
Then we did it in budget. Then she need to rent her gowns. She did her own makeup.
Wow.
Then we just chin-chai scrap anything lah. Then just to make it happen. And like now, like I literally buy properties for her.
It's a very important lesson I also learned, which is a lot of people are obsessed with the, I won't say Western, but I guess the modern way to look at asset. Asset must be a thing. Well, yeah, it's true. You can quantify assets, but I believe there are also intangible assets, which is relationship, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is way more powerful than this. Like what you do with your community, right? You help them. You shared stories before we start the podcast about how they shared their child, they share their graduation with you before even they share with their parents. That is the kind of social credit you got with them. It's an asset. And I bet if I'm one of those guys that if I gotten advice from you, I got myself out of a shitty place in property, and then let's say you say, oh, I need X, Y, Z. I'm like, okay lah, right? Sure. And I learned this from Ken Honda. Ken Honda is I love his book, and I listened to one of his live talks before, and then it was an interview, and then he said, and someone asking that, what happened if you're broke today? It's like, I just asked my friend for $1 million. Huh? Yeah, and then the guy obviously is Ang Moh, right? He's a Westerner. And then he was like, huh? So, yeah. And I asked all my people who read my book, like, hey, can you send me $50? Are you borrowing money? No, I'm just asking them for money. And someone's going to give me money. Like, huh? Like, I'll ask my rich friend, like, can I borrow your chauffeur? Can I stay in your place? Can I? How long can I stay? Like you just do that, right? But because of social credit, and people ask him what is the best thing they can invest in 2023. He said invest in relationships.
Yeah,
help someone build a relationship. Provide your presence.
But the misinterpretation always happen when people give with the intention to ask and take.
Yes.
So that's the messed up part.
Correct.
For just now when you say like borrowing, like I will just give money without expecting returns.
Correct.
Because me myself went through that stage. That 200 ringgit meant 2 weeks for me, and it gave me motivation to perform the rest of the way. So that was the significance of it. But then a lot of people then so when you want to give me back with interest how much? Then we start calculating, right? Then you.
It kind of takes away the joy of giving, isn't it? So I mean, when you give, when you start to think of comeback, right? You suddenly lose that moment, like that moment of.
Tony Robbins said this: the greatest joy is giving, but you need to be in the state of abundance before you can enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like why? Like I never understand why some of the uncles give ang bao 500, 1,000 last time one. When you have regular people, your ang bao season, I need to give people this stranger money lah, whatever thing lah. Then like if you cannot understand giving, right? Then maybe you are not in that state yet.
Yeah.
So like when you understand giving in terms of Christmas time.
Yeah.
So if you try to stinge on the gifts for the people you love, right? Then you're suddenly like,
They lose that joy, right? Lose that. Yeah. And that's why what you said was the joy is in giving, full stop, right? Without expectation, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But I have a different opinion though. I mean, one thing is that I do agree. If you're able to give someone something, or buy a meal for someone, it's a privilege that you earn. It's not something that anyone has. Right? If you can do that, it's really a privilege. But I also believe that if you're in the mindset that I have something to give, I think that's the beginning of abundance. I think a lot of people think that I need to earn first, only I can give. But I think giving doesn't have to be just money. Sometimes like giving your listening ears to someone who's having, maybe I don't have money, but then my friend is going through financial trouble. But being just to sit down and just listen to him, I'm really giving something, right? Yeah. So it doesn't have to be money lah. But back to the topic
so for borrowing, like today, like because I went through the broke stage, clearly no one gave a helping hand. Until today, if you want to ask from something, where were you when I needed you the most? So that became very clear. So when they come and tell me, hey, I need like 50,000 because I have a rough stage, right? That's not rough. You can sell your car, you can sell your bags, you can sell your thing, and there's still money there. You are not at the worst stage. If you need my money to just temporarily sustain the good-looking parts of your life, no. So if you need money for your child's education, when you are really broke already, then maybe, right? That's a very different context altogether why you need the money.
So what I got of you is that you discern what they need the money for, right? And then you take it from there rather than a blanket statement whether I give, don't give.
Yeah.
And I noticed that people who are very good with money, right, or have maturity around money, right, they are comfortable saying no to not borrowing.
Yeah.
And they're not comfortable. They're comfortable to say no. I'm not, right? Because some people feel bad. They feel like, I don't give. I feel bad. You know.
Especially when people like come to you to hit their sales target or whatever. Like, hey, I just close this one help me get this one so you can travel to Africa on your annual dinner. Is it?
Yeah. But it's a different thing when they say, look, I got to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
I got people also, they tell me that. Then I say, how much is it? Because sometimes I don't want to buy the property. I don't buy whatever they're selling.
Yeah.
Say, how much is it? Oh, my bonus is 2,000 ringgit. I say, you show me this place. Thanks lah. Okay, I tell you what, you travel here, you have to do work, everything. Okay lah, 300 ringgit. I give you just take that ang pao for you. You really did a good work. I cannot buy. I don't put myself I won't commit 30 years to take a loan for this property. But I think you did a very good job and you're very honest with you. Okay, right? I think that's fair, right? But I can't commit to a 30-year loan just to help one person, right? But you have a very good point. Like you look at what they did the money for. But have you lost a fresh share of friends who they say, oh, you don't lend me money then?
This is a joke. Like my mother-in-law, that time, because I'm always working. I like to work. I love working, right? It's not work to me. So to an extent where suddenly, tonight Sean is not having dinner. Sean is going meeting a friend. He got friend one man. He will only go out with the family and there's this one friend. Only that friend who buy me the zafan last time. We live together. That's all. No other friends with you. And per year, like last year, I only went out 5 times at night. It was from company, or some Tan Sri wants to see me, Big Shot wants to see me for business reasons. That's all. I will not go out.
So you just work.
To me,
so you didn't lose friends because you have no friends.
Yeah. So because like truly like after you leave the corporate job, like, because I was in there very actively for 6 years, then after you leave, right, when there's no benefit being kind to you already, right, because they just hope that sometimes you will approve their requests online or whatsoever, then like once you leave, right, there's no more benefits. People don't even care about your existence anymore. But then I want to say hi. Say hi for what?
Actually, you know what? That's the same thing. Though. After I left my job and got into my direct selling business, I actually lose a lot of my, like I lost in contact with my friends. Not because I didn't want to talk to them. It's just, you just gradually don't have a reason to speak, right?
It doesn't justify their time anymore.
Yeah, or yours, right?
Because you thought that they were treating you good, they're having dinner with you as friends.
Yeah.
But mutually there are benefits. Whenever you call for a vote, okay, we should go for option 1 or 2. Their option will have favoritism. That's investment. And when they want to look for people to promote for the next line manager or whatever, you are in line. So when you look into that, right, when you are no longer a benefit, then yeah. And so now just so happened I came back as a service provider within the industry. Suddenly people is like, hey, come knocking. Hey, now you're famous already. Wow.
Oh, I hate that.
So now, lucky you left here.
What's the thought when
so now it's pure business.
Pure business.
Hey, we catch up first. Catch up. No. Tell me what you want.
I like that.
You want my media support? Then
let's talk.
Let's talk. Have a Zoom meeting. No, we catch up over dinner. No need. Dinner takes 3 hours. The meeting takes 30 minutes at most. What you want? No lah, we catch up a long time. No need. Really, what's there to catch up? You want to catch up? I have 1,000 videos on YouTube. Catch there. Right? So suddenly you become very like, okay, this is this side of me that my wife don't really like. You're too cold-blooded.
But look, if I won't see it as a cold-blooded thing. It's just you value your time.
Yeah.
Right? It's just, look, the most valuable thing, asset that we have is time, right? And how much, and you're on a mission to create impact, for example, right? So you got to be really clear.
Yep.
So like when I'm doing what I do as well, like when in my business, and this is for friends who do sales or do recruiting or network marketing, I often tell my team members, for example, like if they don't make any commitment, then don't expect me to go and convince them to how to do this business or whatever.
Yep.
Don't. I won't teach them anything. You're not even going to put 50 ringgit, right? Not even going to come and see me, travel to see me, right? Or then I'm not chasing them, right? And I only talk to people who I can create value with, right?
Yep.
And it's not cold-blooded. It's just the reality, right? No, you can either spend 10 hours trying to convince someone, or you can spend 10 hours providing good quality, conversations, or actually planning, taking action, moving forward, right? So that mindset shift has dramatically shifted my productivity in my business.
Yep. Only when you are in a business you will understand that.
If you're looking for a way to increase your income and looking for different businesses to do, I know what most of you are thinking. It's a lot of risk, a lot of capital involved. I don't know what to do. And that's why I created Team Infinity Academy, where we not only provide a way for people to get into the business world without forking a lot of capital, we also provide the education and the vehicle. We have a way that I use to make my money, right? This is the business I run. And I want to teach people how to utilize my business to build a life of their dreams. Now, if you're interested to find out more, there is a preview. We're looking for the right business partners. And inside that business discovery session, we'll find out how this business can support you to build the life that you want to live. If you're interested to find out more, link in the description below. And and sign up for one of our webinars. Will be mostly hosted by myself. See you there.